Well, we're here with our friend Patrick, and this month we've been profiling our new Pinot Noir, and we're going to talk to Patrick about some of the flavor and aroma characteristics of our 2008 Pinot, as well as some ideas for pairing. So, Patrick, what do you think?
Well, we've been doing this for a while now, Marlene, and I'm always excited about your wines, but I've got to tell you, this is my humdinger.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Oh my gosh. I am so excited about this wine. So you can start to see me get all hyped and jittery. Because first of all, I know there's the whole Sideways movie and it made Pinot this off the charts, cult wine. But truly, this is one of the great wines of the world. And as I'm sure you've talked about, and we'll be talking about a lot, because this is going to be a signature wine for your program, it's difficult. It's difficult to grow. It's difficult to make. It's a persnickety wine.
Yes.
It's just high maintenance. But that's what makes it so beautiful when you actually craft a bottle of wine from this grape. It's wonderful. This does not disappoint. So, do you want me to talk about the nose first?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So excited. First of all, there's the old world again, and we're always talking about this, old world, new world, and the fact that your wines kind of bridge the gap, and that the old world is always a little bit more on the earth, and the new world is more on the fruit. This, again, meets your mission. It's fruit forward, in my opinion. But there's that, when people start smelling this, and people, when you watch this video, and you check the nose on this wine, look for that little bit of Burgundian, that little bit of earthiness. It's like wet straw is what you typically say, and it's there. It's not dominant, like if you get a French Burgundy that goes bam. But it's there, but what you're getting is that bright cherry, right on the nose, raspberry, a little bit of spice. It's very pretty wine. Excited.
Terrific. Well, what does it taste like?
And of course, I've already been tasting this, so I'm not surprised. It's just like, I always look for that first impression. I always tell people when they're tasting wine, look for that first impression. Cherry, baby, cherry. Just that bright cherry. And that's, if you're doing a blind tasting, classic Pinot. And then there is that raspberry. Our winemaker, your winemaker that works with you on this, Tim, has talked about that. It's there. There's that bright kind of cherry berry fruit. And what I love about this wine is the tannins are soft, super soft, and the finish has that. I'm always looking for finish, and the finish is lingering on this, and that's a sign of a good wine when the finish kind of hangs. It doesn't drop off.
Yeah.
There's no dropping off, and I'm getting that that sort of earthiness I look for in a Pinot, and a little bit of that very subtle tobacco, very subtle smoky sort of thing, but the fruit's kind of transitioning into that and then out of it. It's very nice.
So what would you pair this with, other than just drinking a bottle in the afternoon? We're all about food and wine and friends, so
life.
And life. A good life.
This is a good life wine, let me tell you.
So what do you think you'd pair that with?
Okay, I have one of my favorite dishes, which I'm hoping you will do since you're such a good cook, Marlene.
Oh, yes.
And you're going to develop this recipe, I'm sure, is a pan-seared pork tenderloin that's finished off in the oven with sauteed onions, mushrooms, and dried cherries with some thyme. And so basically, it's simple. It brings in the mushrooms, which is the earth. It brings in the cherries, which is the fruit. It brings in that savoriness, which is that smoky sort of tobacco thing that's going on. A pork loin is not fatty. You don't need a lot of fat for this because the tannins are not strong on this, so you don't have to worry about coating your mouth with fat to kill the tannins like we would with a big chewy Cabernet or something.
Yeah.
So it's just the perfect dish for this.
Terrific. I'm going to try that tonight.
Oh, you should.
And then
I'm going to try it too. I have a feeling.
Oh, good. And then we'll put the recipe in the newsletter for all of our readers so that they can try it at home too.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So we're going to release this wine in June.
Okay.
We just bottled it last week, so it's still a little young.
Yeah, which means it's going to even get better.
Yeah. So we're very excited about it. Thanks for your time today, Patrick.
Oh, you're welcome, Marlene. And this is awesome.
Terrific. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.